What's going on, guys? It's InfiniteChances, and I'm going to show you how to take Dragon at level 2 with Xin Zhao. Now, you do not need a leash at all. It will be a little bit faster if you do get a leash at your first buff, but you can do this all by yourself. So, I didn't come up with this strategy. Actually, somebody in my game named alcoloco came up with this strategy, and this is the rune page that they used. So, they had 3 quints of AP. So that's going to give you 15 AP, and then all of the marks, seals, and glyphs are going to be attack speed, giving you 28% attack speed. As for the masteries he used, you're going to use 21-9 with a little bit of hybrid in the offense. So you're going to run 4 points in Fury, 3 in Brute Force, 1 in Martial Mastery, 3 in Warlord, 2 in Devastating Strikes, 1 in Havoc, 3 in Mental Force, 1 in Arcane Mastery, 3 in Archmage, 2 in Recovery, 2 in Enchanted Armor, 1 in Tough Skin, 3 in Veteran Scars, and 1 in Juggernaut. Now, there are different combinations of runes and masteries you could use. This is just the one that he used and I saw worked really well. So, I'm going to hop right into a custom game and show you how this is done. I'm going to start on the red side just because it's closer to blue buff, and I find that's the quickest way you'll be able to do it, by taking blue buff first. So, let's hop right in. Obviously, you're going to want Smite, and I highly recommend Flash.
To the arena.
Let's hop right into the game. Now, like I said, you don't need a leash at all. It would be a little bit safer if you do get your first leash off of blue, and then go right to dragon, but you don't need to back or anything. It's a really quick process of getting dragon. So you have it by about 3 minutes 45 seconds if you do it really well. And if you get a leash, you might get it by like 3:15, 3:30. So it depends on how your leash is at blue buff. Now, alcoloco said that you could do it at pretty much any buff or any camp. It doesn't really matter as long as you hit level 2. But I figure blue makes the most sense because it'll bring your abilities up faster. So obviously you want to pick up a hunter's machete, 2 health pots, and a warding totem. And you want to pick up your W first, that way you can heal. So we're going to start on blue buff, and I started on red side just because it's closer to dragon and it'll make it the fastest way possible by yourself. Now if you're on blue side, you can do this too. You can start at blue and then walk over to dragon, or you can start at red, whichever you feel is the best. But for this strategy, you're not going to use your smite until you're on dragon. So right now you only have 1 charge of smite, and since you get 2 charges during this patch, and you know that's what the plan for the upcoming patches is, it's going to have this double charge for smite. You're going to want to save both of them for dragon to make it most efficient. So you also don't really need your you don't really need to smite blue because it'll be good to heal up on the small sentries with your W. So since you have so much attack speed and you have a bit of AP to help you heal, you're going to be attacking really fast, and you're going to be healing every 3 attacks, which is going to be a lot of healing done on dragon, since dragon attacks pretty slowly. So by the time dragon deals damage to you, you're already going to be healing most of that back. So you're going to be at about half health when you end up heading to dragon, and you're going to stay at about that health through the duration of taking dragon. As you can see, I'm already starting to charge up my second charge of smite. I'm going to start red on blue. And as soon as your abilities are off cooldown, I highly recommend going for them, starting to use them. That way, you'll be able to deal as much damage as you can, as quickly as possible, and you'll be able to heal up as much as you can too. Now, you don't even need your health pots on blue, because you're going to want to save them for dragon. You're not going to die to this because of your runes and masteries that you have. Alright, so now that I have level 2, I'm going to pick up a point on my Q. That way I'll deal more damage, it'll reduce the cooldowns. I'd highly recommend warding right over here. That way, if their jungler or anyone comes over to you, you'll be safer. Alright, so as soon as you get knocked back by the dragon, you're going to hit your W, then your Q. And I'm going to pop both my health pots now, and I'm going to smite right off the start, because I have 15 seconds and I'll be able to smite it again. As soon as your abilities are off cooldown, you're going to want to use them. see my smite will be back up before I'm even close to needing it. WQ again. You see you're healing most of it back, coming to about half health each time. Now, you don't necessarily need your second smite to kill the dragon, but it's a really safe option. That way, if somebody comes out of nowhere, you'll already be dealing the true damage to take the dragon.
Their lives are full.
Get it right here, and smite. And that's how to take dragon at level 2. So you can see the 3 minutes 40 seconds. It's a pretty fast dragon. Again, you'll be even faster if you do take blue buff with the leash, but obviously you're gonna have to back. I mean, I guess you could go for a gank if you wanted to, since you just gave your whole team buffs, but it's really risky, and you don't really have any way of closing distance because you don't have your E and don't have any upgraded jungle items. So that's how to take dragon at level 2 with Xin Zhao as of the 5.1 patch. If this helped you guys out or you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it around, show your friends if they jungle or if you like jungling. You know, this is a very useful tool if you're playing Xin Zhao, and the AP runes actually aren't too bad because it does help on your E and your W, so you'll be able to have quite a bit of sustain in the jungle. So that's all I have for you guys in this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.